was hoping for like a warm-up question first, maybe. All right, let's start off. First question says, what is your favorite comfort food? Are cookies permitted as an answer? Chocolate chip cookies. I absolutely love chocolate chip cookies. If I can't say that, then my mom's rice and peas. Amazing. How long is your beard? You know what? Give me a second. I'll measure it. This ruler says the ruler only goes up to 12. It's about 16 and a half inches. Am I going to do a weightlifting channel or talk about gym routines? I don't have a plan on doing a weightlifting channel, at least not at this time. Although I would be happy to share my routine for what I do in maybe like a what I eat in a day video and kind of slide it in there. You could also email me, share a little bit about you and your fitness goals, and I'll share anything that I've done that may help you reach that goal. Email is usually in the description, but I'll put it, somewhere on the screen. Do you make your own veggie stock? Not as often as I should. I'll be happy to share the recipe in a video in the future though. How long did it take you to grow your beard? What do you use in it? And how to take care of it? It took me about a year and a half to grow my beard, but I also had like a full grown chia pet on my face in like 6th grade. I actually started growing my beard because I was tired of shaving. I had a job that required me to have no facial hair. So every day, instead of shaving what some folks may call like a 5 o'clock shadow, I basically looked like I had shoe polish on my face after about 24 hours. But throughout my journey, I've just been trimming it. Like even since getting this length, I haven't really let it get much longer. I trim it down because it does become much to manage. What I use in my beard, I don't know if I would call them products per se, because most of it you could probably get in like a grocery store. I use aloe or tea tree oil to soothe the skin. This kind of prevents it from getting itchy and uncomfortable. After that, I use coconut oil. This isn't on the skin, but on the actual hair. This is to moisturize it and keep it hydrated and soft. And lastly, some shea butter on it as like a shield or protectant. I would say it probably takes me about 8 to 10 minutes to style it. How do I search for the recipe I saw in your video? So on YouTube, although it's not like a search engine like Google, I found the best way to locate recipes from a video that I was watching is to type in the channel name and then add the main ingredient. So for example, Andrew Bernard chickpeas or Nard Dog chickpeas, and that would pull up all the recipes I made with chickpeas. Although it's not possibly the specific one you're looking for, at least you can size it down. An easier way, I think, is to use my website. I link all of my recipes in the description of the video. But if you've watched it in the past and you want to just go straight over to my website, makeitdairyfree.com. If it's a newer recipe, it's probably on the front page under new recipes. If not, you can, hit the magnifying glass to search the recipe that you're looking for, and again, type in the main ingredient or the dish you're looking for, and it'll come right up for you. I would love to see you incorporate more fruit-based meals. Is that a statement or a question? Am I being challenged, or maybe I'm being summoned? You know what? I have a question. Am I allowed to ask a question? When you say fruit-based meal, are you saying the meal has to have fruit incorporated into it? Sort of like a mango fried rice? Or are you saying like the fruit is the main component of the dish? I guess you could say like a watermelon ham, because I could swing the first thing. As for the second thing, that just seems like a waste of a really good watermelon. Do you surf? I don't, but I do snowboard, so maybe that counts for something. Where are you from? Let me see. How can I put this? I am a Jamaican that was born in Brooklyn, New York, and lived in Camden, New Jersey, and raised by Philadelphia, Pennsylvanians. Did you follow that? If not, that's okay, because I didn't either. What is your fave tofu marinade? I want to say it's teriyaki. No. Sweet chili. Nope. Favorite one is the one that I make. Yeah, I can hear it now on Family Feud. Good answer, good answer. It's gotta be right. What are your views on supplements? Do you have a pre-workout or post-workout meal or drink? As far as supplements, I think you're asking about supplements that have to do with working out, but I also get a lot of questions about supplements that have to do with being vegan. Either way, I think I can cover both with what I'm going to say. The only pill supplement I take is a multivitamin. Within the multivitamin, say there's not enough of a particular thing, then I will get an additional bottle of that particular thing. I gotta admit, I'm kind of terrible at taking my multivitamin daily though, which is kind of why I eat so many different colors. As far as a pre or post workout, I actually work out on a stomach that has been fasting for about 10 or 12 hours ish. I stay hydrated and really just like to do a big smoothie afterwards. No protein powder though, since it doesn't always agree with me. Although I am on the hunt to find something that's a little, easier on the belly. Worst dish that I have ever made. You guys are trying to get me to roast myself. I don't know if I have a dish that I would say, is my worst. Every dish that I make, I technically like. That's why I'm sharing it. I say technically because there's some dishes that I like more than others. But I have plenty of fails. Like food was too salty, kitchen fire, smoke alarm going off, dinner rolls that could be subbed out as baseballs. If I really just jack some food up, I am like the king of distractions to make sure no one tries it. I would be like, can you take these car keys and this bar of soap, and don't forget to walk my goldfish. He's in there. One of my biggest fails is making cinnamon rolls. I made cinnamon rolls about 13 times, I believe, before I got something that I was like, people would eat this. Maybe. Now that I know how to make them, I probably have like 30 variations of cinnamon rolls on my website. But speaking of worst dishes, Philly, you have disappointed me when it comes to a solid vegan cheesesteak. I know, my home has failed me here. So I'm not gonna drop any names, but we need to step our game up. What are some of my plans up and coming? My biggest priority is to focus on this channel. It's still really tough for me to get my mind around how vast this family, this community has grown since we've started. I just love you all. Other things that I'm involved in though, I do have a sound channel that helps with, meditation, sleep, focus. It's called Believe in Good Sound. It's like a journal of sounds and sceneries captured. It's just another resource that I put out there to help other folks focus and appreciate nature and its elements. Also to become more mindful and focus on, oneself. Outside of that, I have been thinking about starting an IG for this channel specifically, and also possibly a membership platform like Patreon. I could use some help with, those considerations. So let me know in the comments if you think those are a good idea or not. I also will be adding new merch to my clothing apparel line, if you want to call it that. Yeah, so there's a sneak peek into plans and projects I'm working on. I had questions in here that I skipped because they are super deep, and personally, I think need a little bit more conversation. For example, how do you nourish your mind and your body and stay positive? Another one that talks about how did I come up with believe in good, which I think that could be a whole video. Some of these require me to kind of find a good way to tell a story and convey it in a manner that seems very linear and makes sense. So for those questions and more that I may have skipped, starting let's say mid-January, what I'll do is include one of the questions at the end of a video. Maybe even like a question of the week kind of thing. And for the ones that may require more time, what I'll do is try to find a thoughtful way to probably create a video just around that. I really appreciate the time and literally just everything you do to support the Nard Dog community and myself. Thank you, like, so much. And until next time, believe in good. Peace.